What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Playbook Preview Show. It is 4th of July. We got a 5-game 1 p.m. slate. We do have a main slate as well at 7 o'clock that we'll have a playbook out for. But, you know, some people have firework festivities. They have cookouts. Maybe they want to get their early afternoon baseball on. So we're going to do the preview show for today's 1 p.m. slate. We will not have a live show for the main slate today for all of the reasons that we just stated before. But we will be available with the playbook. We'll have the ownership out for you guys. You can tag us in the Discord. I got the alerts on my phone. I can help you guys out there, but we won't be back live until Monday. But we do want to get you guys set up for this 4th of July where DraftKings Independence Day Special, a 1776 buy-in, where you earn 8.88 crowns. So congrats to them for making all the pennies. People there, you know, really going to be pulling their hair out. We may or may not have Brian Wu on today's slate. Listen, he's there now. He's there now.
It's Twilight Zone.
We did a whole show last night talking Brian Wu is our favorite pitcher of the slate. Guess what? He's going to be it again. He's got the Pirates this time around. So the matchup might have even gotten easier for him going.
Whoa.
I said might. Now Pittsburgh has their offense has like kind of sort of recently come alive a little bit more. I don't know how or why or where they're doing it. They moved O'Neal Cruz down to like 7th the other day and he double donged. So things are happening there. We got Andrew Abbott on the road against Philly. We have Luzardo on the other side of that matchup home against Cincinnati. Tampa Bay on the road. They face Paddock with Littell. Obviously Paddock goes up against Tampa Bay there. Not like a great pitcher slate for 5 games. They're letting Stroman go back out there again for whatever reason. Colin Ray is home. We do have Michaelis on the road against Chicago. Like, I don't want to do that. After Brian Wu, I don't know. There's some live arms to get hit around, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like Andrew Abbott's been a great pitcher this year. So if you want to just play it from that perspective,
Sure.
like using a good pitcher in a tough spot, mostly can say that about Jesus Luzardo, other than those 2 starts where he couldn't pitch.
Right? ERA went up 5 runs. You know?
Yeah, he couldn't figure out how to pitch, but he's largely been good other than that. So, I think and the Reds are obviously better against right-handed pitching than they are left-handed pitching. So any of the top 3 stand out to me. I think Littell is fine because the Twins have kind of hit the skids here. Sure. The issue with Littell that we have to worry about is that he allows more home runs than any other pitcher in baseball. So you could play Zach Littell. You also could
play Byron Buxton.
And he hits 2 home runs, and you're like, right, that's what Zach Littell does. Not that he's a bad pitcher. He just gives up home runs, right? Like 3.6 ERA.
Yeah.
In that ballpark is pretty good. So I think Littell is at least interesting. Paddock, Michaelis,
Definitely. Michaelis in Chicago. I'm out there.
Yeah, I mean, the Bailey Falter one he's actually been kind of good this year. Seattle is a pretty good offense against left-handed pitching, top 10-ish offense. So, it's fine. Colin Ray has a lefty problem. The Cardinals have a good amount of lefties. Stroman, to your point, they lost Yarborough. Luis Gil's on his way back, so we'll see what the amount of time he is a starter left. But he did pitch well against the A's, but there's just no strikeouts. I don't know. There's not. I would say Littell up, and then maybe Falter, but not a lot to like.
Sure. Obviously, a smaller slate catcher here. Kyle Raleigh, $6,200. Ben Rice is $42, probably back in the lineup for them. Facing tougher pitches and Luzardo. We definitely like Stevenson generally versus lefties, and we'll kind of see, I guess, what happens there. Garver's 3K.
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
good one. I like the Garver shout, 3K.
You know, against Falter's been good, right split side. So maybe that's where you look.
Reese, just punting Reese, who's been a freaking pretty
3 homers in 5 games for Reese McGuire.
It's a pretty good play for a guy who's $2,400, right? Like, might get a home run off a pretty subpar pitcher.
Yep, agreed. First base position, Bryce Harper's your top guy at 52, but against a lefty and Abbott. Pete Alonso gets Stroman at 51. Bush at home against Michaelis. We'll see where the wind is blowing. Feels pretty good. And then Aranda. You can play Yandy, but Ronda's cheaper, so why not give him a look at 44?
Well, I do understand why you would play Yandy, because he's also been incredible. I think there's no wrong answer really there in that whole range. Basically to Rice. Like, I don't think there's a singular wrong answer.
Yeah, I would agree with you. CES hit a ball. Many are saying it might be one of the furthest hit at Fenway.
Still going.
Dead center over everything. I think I've only seen Manny Ramirez do that to that part of the ballpark before. And it was a grand slam. So
that gave them the lead. That down 3-0, that gave them the lead.
Yeah. So CS obviously a lot of power. That might be it though. I don't think there's
Otto Kemp, Solano, like those types of players are what they are.
Yep. A couple years ago, Solano had some really good numbers for his lefties.
He did.
Second base, you have Jazz. They gave him back his second base eligibility after 1. You can play Brandon Lau. Matt McLean's been really good lately. He's $4,200. Your top group there outside of Stott basically is all very much in play today.
Yeah, love Jazz, even though he's still not playing second. Brandon Lau, always live for a home run. You are right on Matt McLean. You got to think, like, the more he gets on, the more speed we'll see too out of Matt McLean. That's going to be a nice added bonus. So yeah, I think any of those 3. Shouts to Brendan Donovan, who's too cheap at $3,900.
You mentioned the Colin Ray issue. I just pulled it up here. Lefties against Colin Ray, 335 batting average, 563 slugging percentage, and a 403 WOBA. Against left-handed hitters, 2.1 homers per 9, with just a 15% strikeout rate. So, woof.
It's bad.
In that ballpark, if that wind's going out, you do not want those splits.
No.
So, Donovan might be a trending towards core play for us here. Willie Castro, I like 36.
Yes.
Yeah. McNeil's 34.
Yep.
Lee, 31.
Yeah, I like McNeil. Mauricio, if he's in the lineup. Lee. Yep.
They sent your boy Mead down. You see that? They activated Ha-Sung Kim.
It's a good activation, but RIP to Curtis Mead. We'll always remember the times we had together.
Time you almost won the tournament. So
yeah.
So that is that. Third base, Jazz is here as well. Caminero against Paddock. I know you generally are on point with your Caminero home run calls. I guess we wait and find out if you think you'll take Paddock deep or not.
Righties have been the preferred split for Caminero this year.
Yep. We got a third base only Nolan Gorman. Feels like it's the first time we've seen that.
Lefty. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Colby Conway and hits lefty.
Does he look like Colby Conway?
He has a little Colby in him.
I could see it.
He has a little Colby. His fantasy alarm legend, Colby Conway. He has a little Colby Conway in him.
I can see it. Let's see. We can play Lee again here. Royce Lewis is back at $2,800.
He is. He plays baseball again.
He is on the field, active.
He is. We miss you, Royce. Please come back.
Shortstop, Ellie at 6K.
Wait, is Kim? Okay.
Shortstop.
We're getting there. Okay.
At 3,700. Ellie will hit from the right side, 6K. Trey Turner versus Abbott's 56. Lindor, 54. I like Dansby, obviously 39 as well there.
Yeah, Lindor, you can play any of them. Lindor probably stands out the most to me.
Yeah.
kind of like Carlos Correa. If you're just talking home runs, like the Twins are obviously an interesting stack from a home run perspective because that's what Zach Littell's game is.
Yeah.
He does not give up a Littell home runs. He gives up a lot home runs.
A lot of home runs.
Yes.
Pulling up quickly the Kim rehab numbers. They were not good.
Okay.
Hit 208, no homers.
That means
21 games. 21 games of rehab. He had 208 with no homers.
So he's 4 for 4 with 3 doubles tomorrow. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because every time we see
the reverse Frankie Montes.
Every time we talk someone's rehab, it doesn't go how we think it's going to go.
Giolito threw like a shutout.
Yeah, it just doesn't work that way, unfortunately for us.
But Kim has been very bad. Could do Mason win there. That's probably at a short.
Yep.
Okay. Outfield 5-game slate. Play them all. O'Neal Cruz, I'd probably fade. Obviously, always live to homer, but struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he has the X factor that you could play always in large field stuff. Yep. Where he could
live for multiple stolen bases, live for multiple home runs.
Live to do both in the same game.
Live to do both in the same game. But from Judge, Tucker, Buxton, Soto, PCA.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Say J-Rod, Lowe against Paddock, Bellinger,
Austin Hayes, lefty respecter.
Yeah. Chandler Simpson could go steal a couple bags.
A Rosarena could just keep mashing against Bailey Falter.
Yeah. Grisham and Hop will both lead off.
Yep.
Larnick, again, power guy hit in the middle of that line. You can play Donovan here. Castellanos, if you believe in the meme, all the world
events, Castellanos home run. I already messaged you about it. He's hitting a home run.
Yeah, could very well homer. Nootbaar.
Burleson, 38.
Yeah, definitely Burleson at 38.
If Steer is in the lineup, I know
he's been really good.
He's been really good. So
aided by the 3 homer game, but still really good.
Sure, but he's been good around that too.
Yeah,
but you're not wrong.
Jackson from the left side at 35. Wallner has some power.
That's it. There's nothing else down here.
Stanton finally homered.
He did finally homer. It went a long way. So if you want to play him, you can definitely play him.
Where's my Edmundo boy? We
didn't skip them.
Already a $3,300 second, third base. Again, Abbott's got a sub-2 ERA, and he's had it all year long. So
he's been good, dude. He's been really good.
All righty. Again, short slate, 5 games, so much quicker show here. We'll have a playbook for the full 7 p.m. slate. And if you have questions on this early slate, just get us in the Discord in between flipping hamburgers and sit on the beach. We'll get some answers for you.
No dogs?
Yeah, dogs work. Sausages, dogs, steak tips. Steak tips are a New England thing, though. You and I have talked about this a bunch of times.
Yeah,
you have no idea what a steak tip is, but they're amazing. All right, so that's another one where it's like SP2 is kind of
probably gross. Luzardo, but
you like Luzardo over Abbott?
I mean, I think Philly profiles better against lefties. At least their numbers say they do. But even that, it's obviously not comfortable.
No, that's fair though.
24 for Reese, you just punt.
Yeah. And then we just let's get our lefties in here. So Donovan, right?
Donovan Burleson could play Gorman at third if you wanted.
I'm fine with that. It's not like there's a
clear cut
guy. First base.
I mean, I would say this, if I really there's a lot of teams that I kind of want one of the Cubs outfielders. Is that bold? Is that too bold?
I don't think so. I was thinking about making you want PCA?
Yeah, dude, he's good. he's really
a little bit cheaper, right? That's $4K.
Ian Happ. And then we leave it there.
Sure. That gives you basically
full game stack. Full game stack. We're almost a full game stack.
4K for first baseman and shortstop. You guys can figure that one out for you. And of course, we'll have the example lineup in the Discord as well. So again, we appreciate you all tuning in. If you haven't taken advantage yet of the 4th of July sale, it goes live through the weekend here. Save 25% off any Fantasy Alarm product, that is the All Pro monthly, knocks it down to $29.99 a month. All Pro annual subscriptions like $205 for the year, which is $17.99 a month. It's the best deal we have going right now. And our and our draft guide, you can get 25% off the fantasy football draft guide as well. That knocks it down to like $22.50. But seriously, the best deal possible going on is the All Pro annual subscription. It's already 40% off the month-to-month price, and then we're giving you an additional 25% off that. Sign up for a year for $17.99 a month. You won't find a better deal across the industry. And honestly, you come back around this time next year, we're probably going to have another deal. So you can take advantage of that one and just get discounted annual subscriptions for life probably at this point. So again, fantasyalarm.com/USA. Use promo code USA25 at checkout. Happy 4th to all of you guys. Again, we'll be back Sunday night for the Monday preview show, and we'll be live again on Monday. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you then.